Tobler's part 2 of the review, all right? Now, if you watched the first part, you should be caught up. If not, check it out on this little corner right here. Or right here. I don't know. I don't know where it is. Smash that subscribe button. Yeah. Anyway, over here, let's go back here. So over here, I'm going to call this 60.6. I forgot to show this example. Let's do x to the 10, y to the -3, all to the, let's say, -2 power. Okay? In this scenario, I'm going to distribute the -2. That's not new. We did that earlier. So we're going to get x to the -20, y to the +6, because negative times negative is positive. How did I get 20? 10 times -2. Now, here's the tricky part, which I didn't show earlier. In this case, because this x to the -20, x will go to the bottom, but y should stay on top. But we could put it all in one fraction. So it's going to be y to the 6 on top over x to the 20 on bottom. So remember, only negative exponents move to the bottom. Okay? So be prepared. I'll put a question like that on the test. Okay? Now, 17. We're going to graph. On the test, I'm going to need the asymptote and the y-intercept. The generic version of the formula is this. Y equals A times B to the x power minus k. Generically, the asymptote is going to be the k value, and the y-intercept is going to be when x equals 0. So, I'm going to have to pull this out. So, what we're going to do is first make the table. It'll be the -1 in this case. $10. So we're going to make a table. Not start at 0. You know where we start? Anyone remember? -2. -2 to 2. So -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. You will always do this for the x value, okay? We're going to have this question on the test too. I could give a blank one, but you're going to fill in the -2 to 2. No, you should know that. I'll leave a blank one of the xy, but you got to plug in the -2 to 2. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go to our calculator. I can help you with some things, but if you tell me, like, if you just hand me the calculator and say, can you do this? I'm going to say no. All right. So, what's up? What up? -8. So, next thing we're going to do is, yeah, go ahead. Where is, where? How do you share something different? Oh, here. All right. Yeah. If it's a negative exponent? Yes. You got to move it to the bottom if it's a negative exponent. Yes. All right. So, for this one, what we're going to do, the next one, what we're going to do is we're going to take the question that we had earlier, which is 3x minus 1, and then we're going to plug that into y equals. Everything on the bottom here will show everything I click. So y equals, I'm going to clear that because I don't know what that is. It was 3 to the x power to the right minus 1. So 3x minus 1. That matches the problem on the paper. I'm happy to help you with one piece here, one piece there, but you can't give me like, here's the calculator. Can you plug it in for me? I'm not going to do everything. If you forget, like, where's the X button? I'm happy to answer that. If you ask me, what do I need to click next? It's like, come on, you should know what to click next. Oh, starting from the top. Ready? So starting from the top, you have this like a menu, and on down here is going to track all my points, so you can see it there. So you're going to click Y equals. Then I'm going to type in the equation, which is 3 exponent, which is above the division symbol, X, which is the next to the green button. You click right, so you go back to normal. -1. That's the graph we have. Okay. So now I'm going to click second graph. When I click that, I get a table, which now I can use this table to fill in the values here. Okay. So I'm going to do that. Hold up. Wait, I'll answer it after I finish the recording because then I could just. So the first one, -2, is 889. I'll just put -88. Next one is -667. It's just 67. Then 0 is 0, 1 is 2, and 2 is 8. Use the calculator. It just makes your life easier. Okay. Now, sure. So now what we're going to do is instead of sharing this, we're going to share the test or the practice test. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to plug this in. So when I see -2, comma -0.88, what I'm thinking is I go 2 to the left because that's -2. -0.88, it should be in between -1 and -0. So I'm going to put a dot right here. Oh. Then I'm going to do the next one. -0.67 is going to be over here. So somewhere in between, still in between 0 and -1. 0, comma 0. Luckily, that's like the easiest point to graph ever. This is literally on the origin. That's fine. As long as they're in between, that's what I want. 1, comma 2. 1, comma 2 over here. And then 2, comma 8. So that's 2 right, 8 up. Remember, you always start from the origin when graphing points. Start from the middle and then go 2 right, 8 up. If it's -2, that tells me I go left. And if it's +2, I go right. Always left right is the X and up down is the Y. So always left right first, then up down. Always left right, then up down. Go left first and then go up. Yes. Yeah. Yes. 8 up, yes. 1 right or 1 this way and then 2 up. It's positive, so you go this way. All right. So the asymptote is going to be y equals -1. Remember, it's always just a k value. If you don't have a k value, what number is it? You will have 0. So if it's not a number, you 0. I don't know. And then over here, when x equals 0, that's your y-intercept. Now, incidentally, in this case, it's just also 0. So you write 0, comma 0. But it could be whatever point. But when you look at the table, you look at where the 0 is on the x value. And then you put in the y value. In this case, it is 0, 0, but it's not always 0, 0. It could be something else. Yes, in the middle. If you're doing it, as I told you, it will always be in the middle. Yes, 0, comma blank. So the second number could be different, but the first number will always be 0. Okay.
monthly is like 12, and yearly is that, like this is that, like what the time period is that?
But like, I'm gonna keep it to yearly and monthly. Do you need to memorize that there's 12 months in a year? No, I'm just saying it. I'm gonna upfront. It's gonna be 1 year and 1 monthly. Okay. I'm just telling you for a fact. Okay. No, you don't need to memorize. Even though it's useful to know there's 52 weeks in a year, you don't need to memorize that. And if you're unsure, I will tell you there's 12 months in a year. Okay. There's a blue one over there. No, let me talk about it because I want it easier to record. That's why. As I said multiple times, I'm happy to help you with a button here, a button there. But if you're going to tell me, hey, Mr. Tobel, I need to plug it in all the things and then plug it in here, what do I do next? I'm not doing that. I can help you once in a while, but not the whole thing. All right. So let's figure out the question, read it carefully, and then let's go through it. Better? So Isaac is going to put 7,000 into the bank. So since I'm putting it in, that's my P. That's my principal. So P is 7,000. The bank pays 8%. Yes, PRNT. So R is going to be 8%. But remember, we cannot math with percentage. Good. So either you take 8 and you divide by 100, or you just move the decimal point twice. It's going to be 0.08. Not N. Yeah, that's fine. Per year, because that happens once per year, that's 1. And then T is because how long I'm going to keep it in there is 4 years. So we're going to type it, or we're going to write it in now. 7,000, 1. Yes, over 1, parenthesis, 1 times 4, which will end up being 4. I could clean it up a bit. 7,000 equals, it depends on the situation. Oh, this should be 8, not 4. 4. You could plug it in just like this, or you could clean it up and plug it in. I don't care which one. Maybe if you're more confident with the calculator, you could plug it in. It could be yours. It's been here for weeks, Abby. So we got to plug it in the calculator. I know it won't show up on screen. It'll show up behind me, but not on screen for the reporting. No, because this is 1 plus 0, so it's 1.08. That doesn't change anything. 9523.42. 9523. What's up? What am I adding? So it's 1 plus 0.08. That's a 1 under the 0.8. Well, what's anything divided by 1? So that's why I don't really need to worry about it. The next one I will have to worry about. Okay? All right. Yeah. So the money he'll have will be 9,500. I just typed in my calculator. No, I gotta say it for the recording, so I gotta say it out loud. I don't know how much your voice is catching on the recording, so I don't want to be like the people watching the recording will be like, "What?" All right, one more time for number 19. Bill has $5,000, so I'm putting in $5,000. I am paying. It pays 5%, so my rate is 5%, but it will become 0.05 or 0.05. Monthly, I know there's 12 months in a year, so monthly is 12. And then it'll be in the bank for 10 years. So T is 10. You will give her the formula. No, I'm not giving you the formula for graphic. So 5,000, parenthesis, 1 plus 0.05 over 12, close parenthesis, 12 times 10. I'm just going to type that in the calculator because I think this is going to be a weird decimal. So I take literally what you saw. So 5,000 parenthesis 1 plus 0.05 divided by 12. Yeah, what's up? Yeah. No. Just type it all in one straight thing. It'll make your life easier. What do you mean it's right order? 17? Yeah, be in that order, yes. I could. Anyway, the final answer 8235 5.05. Why did we go 2 decimal points for this question? It's money, and you go to pennies when you talk about money. So that would be the final answer for that. Hope this helps.
Bye.
Peace. Keep it tough. Yeah. Hit end this video call yet. What?